a freaking town hall with Telemundo and Facebook. So it was all on Facebook, and people were submitting their questions. And from like 7 o'clock to like 9 o'clock, Bernie was going to be answering the questions, and the answers would be typed in English, and I would be providing the Spanish translation, copy paste, put it all in there. The answers are there. So he answered like 20 questions, right about, of all the questions that were submitted. I went to the headquarters in DC, and that's where I met him. That's where we talked. We talked for like 45 minutes afterwards. It was a really good experience. And eventually I came to find out that was my job interview. And,
oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was amazing. It was a great time, and that's how I just got involved with the campaign, and then it started. Pretty much all my time was to work for the campaign.
Sure.
And Bernie got like 14.2 million votes in the primary, and 12 million votes in the primary, I believe, and about 4.2 million of those votes were Latinos.
Yeah.
And I'm glad, I want to believe that I helped out, in that process, because a lot of the Latinos that voted for Bernie were first-time voters, and a lot of young people would be. One of the things that I loved listening to, or people just would contact me and be like, "Hey man, somebody came to the office. This is a young cat holding one of our paper, one of our Spanish literatures." And we'd be like, "Hey man, you guys did this, man, and you gave it to my mom, and she can't vote, but you did this for her, man. This is awesome, and so I'm voting for this guy, man. How can I help?" And I was like, "Oh,
that's amazing."
Yeah, and that story would repeat over and over and over, and showing that inclusiveness, right? That we care about even those who can't vote. I think that what turned a lot of people in, and to help and to participate in the campaign and be part of this big movement. And I freaking loved it, man. And I remained engaged all throughout. Obviously, eventually, when we lost the primary, then the process was to help and make sure that everybody came along and voted for the Democratic candidates.
Right.
So about 92% of the Latinos that voted for Bernie went for Hillary.
Yeah, sure.
That's amazing. That's a huge number. So a lot of people who tell you, "Oh, all those Bernie or bust and all those Bernie bros and whatever," man, it was like 80% of all Bernie voters voted for Hillary.
Yeah.